On this show last night, we tried to shine a little light on the latest conspiracy theory emanating like the smell of something old and moist from the bowels of the conservative media.
Do you know the name of the villain in this movie? Bane. The villain in The Dark Knight Rises is named Bane. B-A-N-E. What is the name of the venture capital firm that Romney ran and around which there's now this make-believe controversy? Bane. The movie has been in the works for a long time. The release date's been known, summer 2012, for a long time. Do you think that it is accidental that the name of the really vicious, fire-breathing, four-eyed, whatever it is, villain in this movie is named Bane?
Now, I love conspiracy theories, but that is not even a good conspiracy theory. Good conspiracy theories have to be vaguely plausible. This one is too insane. It requires like a time machine where the creators of Batman knew 20 years in advance to create a villain with that particular name so that in 2012 it could Mitt Romney. What? It doesn't even make sense. It's not even a good conspiracy theory. After getting made fun of for his not very good Batman villain conspiracy theory yesterday, where it's all a plot against Bain Capital, the conservative talk radio host Rush Limbaugh got back on the air today to say that he didn't actually say that crazy thing he said about Batman. Look at the headlines he got for it. These credulous headlines. Rush Limbaugh, no Batman conspiracy. Rush Limbaugh's Batman conspiracy. I never said villain was created for 2012 campaign. Here's Mr. Limbaugh on his radio show today, also known as Bain Gate Part 2, walk backening.
Everybody's out there running around thinking, I got this giant conspiracy theory that the Batman people, the creators, the comic book creators, created this thing to campaign against Romney with a bat. I never said that. I didn't say there was a conspiracy. I said the Democrats were going to use it.
You know what? That's not true. Mr. Limbaugh did say it was a conspiracy. I think he's just embarrassed now that he's been called out on it.
Do you think that it is accidental that the name of the really vicious, fire-breathing, four-eyed, whatever it is, villain in this movie is named Bane?
I understand you're embarrassed. Come on. Mr. Limbaugh is now purporting to be outraged that the liberal media is laughing at him for trafficking in one of the stupidest right-wing conspiracy theories of all time, and it's got competition. But you know what? It is not only okay to laugh, I think it is almost sort of important to laugh. I think it is almost sort of important to make fun of this stuff like we did last night on this show. It is at least worth coming up with some way to pay attention to these conspiracy theories on the right. Because when the conservative media gets behind stuff like this, they really can make huge swaths of the Republican population of this country believe something totally unbelievable. And the next thing you know, Oklahoma is banning Sharia law, and they're holding Eric Holder in contempt of Congress. And our Secretary of State is being pelted with tomatoes by protesters who don't know that the Muslim Brotherhood conspiracy theory nonsense that they read online from America was actually just from Michelle Bachmann and Glenn Beck, and really, it's seriously not real. In this bifurcated media world that we live in, where it's conservative media over here and then space and then everything else, and never the twain shall meet, it is at least worth knowing enough about the latest nonsense right-wing conspiratorial claptrap going on over there to make fun of it. Because if you haven't been monitoring the quite literally fantastic stories that conservatives tell each other about the forces arrayed against them in the world, then you have no idea where this stuff is coming from when they actually try to make public policy out of it. And if I were Rush Limbaugh, yeah, I'd probably try to pretend I never said this Batman thing either. But you know what? You did. And no time machine can erase that tape. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Now it's time for The Last Word with Lawrence O'Donnell. Thanks for being with us.